Amy Padden of the Arapahoe District Attorney's Office in Colorado decided that Kaitlyn Weaver did not deserve real justice. She was taken out by a 15, now 16-year-old illegal immigrant in the prime of her life. And all he got was such a slap on the wrist. He got community service and 2 years probation in some kind of little deal that they do for illegal immigrants. Now, ICE has come in and said, okay, you want to slap them on the wrist, we don't. They took this kid and his entire family. They are currently in Texas getting ready to be kicked out of the country. Now, I kind of like that idea, don't you? You've got these woke individuals that are destroying the criminal justice system. And you've got a way to fix it. So, Tom Homan, ICE, all of them decided there's a way to bring justice. We may not be able to bring the full amount of justice, but we can get rid of these scum. So let's see the news clip on this.
Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself.
And an update to bring you here. An illegal teenage migrant who got a slap on the wrist after killing a young Colorado woman who was driving home from work has now been taken into ICE custody. The 16-year-old initially avoided jail time for the July 2024 death of Kaitlyn Weaver, striking a plea deal to get probation and community service. But now the White House vows that he and his family, who are also illegal immigrants, will be deported. Former acting ICE director and federal prosecutor Jonathan Fahey joins me now. Jonathan, thanks for joining us. The injustice here can never really be undone, right? When you have an illegal immigrant who doesn't even have a driver's license kill a young woman in the prime of her life while he is recklessly drag racing only to get probation and community service. Details like that are exactly what motivates President Trump to do what he is doing. So the new news here is that both he and his family got picked up by ICE, set to be deported back to Colombia. So what do you think about that? Not just him, but his family also being deported.
They should be deported if they're here illegally, period. And the fact that he was here, he killed somebody and got a lenient sentence, he needs to be removed. And if he was removed without his family, you'd hear cries of separating the family. But it just shows how important public safety is to the Trump administration. They are desperately trying to make sure we don't have another Laken Riley, another Jocelyn Nungary. So they're going to remove people that are threats to public safety. And it's outrageous that the sentence that this guy got to begin with, he got probation for killing a young woman. So that's almost more insult to injury. But at very least, get him out of here so he doesn't hurt another American family. And also it'll be a deterrent to anyone else that either comes here or that's here illegally, that if they commit a crime, they're going to be removed.
Yeah, a partial deterrent, Jonathan, but it just doesn't feel like it's enough. I mean, if this family gets deported, they get to live freely in Colombia. And then what's to stop them from trying to get back into this country once again?
Yeah, that's a very good point. It's not enough for what he did. And I think what's going to stop him from coming back is, one, it's harder to get in now because the Trump administration's in effect sealed the border. And if they come back in, they'll be charged with the felony of illegal reentry after being deported, which will put them in prison. So I don't think they're going to take that risk. But again, they may try. And if they do under the Trump administration, they're going to get caught. They're going to get removed again, and they're going to do some jail time. But you're absolutely right. For what this guy did to not only kill a young woman, but destroy, in many ways, the lives of her family, the community, and other people just because of a senseless act for somebody that should not have even been here is absolutely outrageous.
Yeah, and we are seeing a trend just this week alone, Jonathan. There's been a slew of illegal immigrant arrests. There was this horrible situation that took place in Texas where 2 Venezuelan illegal immigrants are accused of killing a young Air Force cadet in a jet ski incident. And this continued killing, this may be why the Trump administration is reportedly very frustrated with the pace of deportations. Right now, it's about 1,000 ICE arrests per day, but that target number was just upped to 3,000 per day. So given the challenges that ICE is facing regarding potential lack of resources and also sanctuary cities, do you think that target number, 3,000, is achievable?
Yes, I do. And I think the way it's achievable, one, they're cracking down on these sanctuary cities. And unfortunately, for some of them, they're going to be made examples of for things like alien harboring and things like that, criminal investigations. But once they get cracked down on those and get more of them in line, it'll make it easier to deport people. They're also enlisting the help of local law enforcement under the 287G program to be basically a force multiplier so they can arrest and deport more people. And this, the big, beautiful bill, as they call it, coming up, has approximately, I think it's about $140 billion for ICE and CBP. So the resources are coming just for them. So I think it's achievable. And remember, under the Biden administration, they were sometimes bringing in 10 and 12,000 people a day, and they had no regard for public safety, no regard for vetting any of these people. So the Trump administration is just simply trying to get the most dangerous people out of here, putting public safety first. But yes, it's achievable. I think they'll get there, and they're moving in the right direction.
Yeah, and there was some leadership changes at the top of ICE that we learned about yesterday that were just made. So clearly that 3,000 number is a focus and a target for the Trump administration right now. Jonathan, thanks for joining us.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
We need to rid ourselves of this criminal element. They came in here because of the cartels. Been proven the cartels controlled them getting into the country. They were then helped and are still being helped by Democrats. There comes a point where you need to realize that these folks are not in this country helping us. The ones that are working are taking American jobs. You take a look at the unemployment rate. It would go vastly farther down when there are jobs that people can have. Now, then you look at, fentanyl, all these other issues, the trafficking of humans. There are so many issues that are involved with these criminal immigrants. Thankfully, ICE is attempting to fix this. President Trump is attempting to fix this. There are things that I have disagreed with Trump on, but you can't tell me that we don't need to get rid of people that are taking out our citizens. There are going to be people that are going to cry about this. Oh, he's a 15-year-old, he's innocent. No, he's not. He took a car, rammed it into another car, and took the life of somebody who had a good life ready to be ahead of them. But hey, that's the way that it's been going in this country. And thankfully, there are some people that are working to fix on it. I am happy about that. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. So, folks, that's the story that I wanted to bring you on this video. And I just wanted to say thank you again for coming by. Hit like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff if you don't mind. Help me out. So, y'all have a good day now. Bye.